What's up, guys? It's Balmung here. I'm here to show you guys a quick route through BRD for pickpocket runs. This is what I do. I make about 25-50 gold an hour, depending on whether or not I get resisted multiple times in a row and get seen through vanish or not. But yeah, I saw somebody asking for this and thought that I'd make a quick video to show how I do it. Here we go. So that diamond that you saw back there, the fire guard, he can be a good kill to pick up the fire essence. It's not always the best idea. Sometimes he can crit and hit you with some bad spell damage, and it can kill you. If you're good with your kicks and you're good with stuns and you get lucky, you can kill him and pick up a fire essence, which will add a lot of value to your run. So it can be worth it for some people. I didn't do it here. Mostly for the purpose of the video. I often try and kill it and succeed, and it's fine, but sometimes I don't, and it's just not worth the trouble sometimes. As you can see, I only went around one side of the arena here, and I'm coming up to this boss. This boss is the first one we're going to kill. And what you do is you sap one of the guards. One of the guards is usually 53. I sap the higher level one. It probably doesn't really matter all that much, but then you're going to want to pop Blade Flurry. I missed Adrenaline Rush here. I think it was just a fat finger, but you can kill it without Adrenaline Rush. There's no reason not to use it though, because you're probably going to be doing other stuff for 5 minutes. Most important thing, kick that Molten Blast. If he hits you with those, it can get really dicey really quick. Don't be afraid to pop a superior healing potion if you make the mistake of not using your Adrenaline Rush and don't notice and have to do things. You get a lot of these superior healing potions, so it's really not worth dying in a moment like this. If you notice, I'm bandaging. Do not bandage if he flame shocks you. Wait for your flame shock to go off if you're at low health. It's very possible for him to get you down to about 15% health and then accidentally pop a bandage and start healing yourself while it's still ticking, and that'll cancel the tick. You'll only get about 5% heals, and then this guy will kill you. It's happened before. Again, will really slow you down. This guy drops 4 gold staff, 2 gold wand. I got the wand this time. The fiery enchant's worth about a gold. I've sold about 9 of them for about 9 gold. And then what you really want here is the staff. It would be about a 4 gold pickup. Adds a lot of value to your run. So now you come across the other side and you come out. As you see, there's a dog there. You don't want to come out that way. Dogs will see through stealth in this dungeon. Another thing to bear in mind is the fire guys have a fire AoE. If you get too close to them, they'll burn you, bring you out of stealth. Easy to die that way. Don't want to do that. Try to remember to be careful. Every death is money. Having to run back from the graveyard is money that you could be making. And you already have enough trouble with resist in here if you have a bit of bad luck. So cutting down on the killing yourself by making stupid plays is really important to maximize your gold per hour. If you're dying a lot, then you're going to lose a lot of money. So you come up through this room and get everybody, go up into the Grim Guzzler. This room is the deceptive room in the dungeon. Seems easy because everything's neutral, but there's so many mobs in here. This is where you're probably most likely to get resisted at least once or twice. This is where I get resisted right here for the first time. If that happens, you sprint away, vanish, and come back. It's easy peasy. At this point, you might want to stop pickpocketing, because what happens here is I'm about to get resisted again. Boom. And that doesn't feel good. If you get resisted twice, that's going to be you running back from the graveyard, depending where you are. If you're in the arena, you can sometimes run back. There's a video on my Twitch if you want to check it out of me making an escape, and it is possible if you're at the right place to still escape. But as you can see, sometimes it's not a bad idea to just sell off your things and wait that 5 minutes for your vanish to come back off cooldown if you really need to make the vendors. But even if you die, you can still get quite a bit of gold per hour. Like I said in the description of the video, this run includes a death. It's not optimal whatsoever, and I still make I believe 25 gold in about 40 minutes by the end of the run, and that's not including a mooncloth bag pattern that drops for 50 gold, so 75 gold for 45 minutes time. Really not a bad haul. Better than most days, but realistically you can get anywhere from 20 to 50 gold per hour just economy proof gold without worrying about special pattern drops or anything like that. If you get lucky with staff drops, if you yeah, the staff drops are huge. That's the thing that's gonna add the most value to your run. But if you get lucky with the gold drops in the bags too, and you happen to have Relic Coffer keys, which at the end of the video I will show you how to stealth into the Relic Coffer room, though it's not that difficult. It's just about exactly what you'd expect. You go into the Relic Coffer room and stay out of range of the boss and grab all the boxes. So here we reset the instance and we've killed him again, just to add the most value to our run after we died. We're gonna pick these boxes because I didn't clear up my inventory as well as I should have before I started these runs, and I need to clear up a little bit of space. And what we're gonna see here after I open these boxes is just how valuable opening the heavy junk boxes can be. And that's before you start to factor in things like the Alcor Sunraiser that can drop. Yeah, if you get lucky with rolls, you can get a lot of the Essence of Agony. I believe it's the one for the crippling potions, and those are pretty decent little vendor whites if you aren't making a ton of crippling poison. If you want to make a bunch of crippling poison, you might want to save it. And there we are. Mooncloth bag, 50 gold on my server. Don't know what it is on yours, but definitely valuable right now. Not a bad pickup at all. So now we go back to picking around the arena. You always want to pick one side and come around the other as you're coming out. Get resisted again, vanish. And then here I just stop. I didn't want to risk any more resists, mostly for the purpose of the video. Usually I just keep going, get as much gold as possible, but I really did want to show the Relic Coffer key portion of this video without dying again. Really, if you just keep resetting and doing that first boss and hoping for the best as far as resists go and working your way towards the Grim Guzzler with a large amount of inventory space available, then eventually you'll make it there without being resisted, and you'll be able to sell off all of your inventory in a good way and make the money. But we just skip that for now to show you guys the path. As you can see, I'm vendoring my blind powder. I keep about 40 blind powder. That's how much I like to have on my person, just in case I'm doing groups or any sort of content that's going to require blinds. If I want to PvP, if I want to do any of that sort of thing, I don't want to have to go and spend that money on Fade Leaf, because prices can be volatile. People know that it's worthwhile for rogues, even though you can make a lot of it. I'd rather spend my money on stuff like Swift Thistle and Winterfall Firewater for raids. And there we are. So that would be the normal pickpocket run if you have no Relic Coffer keys. Now if you have Relic Coffer keys from doing other BRD dungeons, or say you've bought them off of friends or people in trade chat for a small price, like anywhere between 10 to 25 silvers, you'll probably make a profit off of that. I don't ever bother buying them. It just isn't worth the time for me to sit in trade chat and try and pick up those keys when I could be just in BRD, just physically pickpocketing people. But if you have friendly guildmates, if you have friends who just can't be bothered, don't be afraid to ask them for their keys. A lot of people are happy to give them to you for free. That's what happened with this video. I had a friend give me 20 keys, and that's boom, that's, you know, gold in my pocket. So don't be afraid to ask people for those keys that they're probably just vendoring or tossing up on the auction house for pretty much nothing. But the way to the Relic Coffer key is just right up here where Phineas Darkfire is. You go up that path, grab all these guys. As you can see, I started pickpocketing again because my vanish was back up. Always feel free to just keep pickpocketing. That dog that I just distracted there, it's important to note, every other dog that has that model in this dungeon does have stealth detection, but this mob does not. You're safe to just stealth in behind him. You probably don't even need to distract him, but I just do it to be safe because why not? It's low cooldown. But this is pretty much the whole run, guys. Yeah, it's lots of money. These bags of gold, the false documents, that's where all your money is. They're about 50 silver each. As you can see, made about 22 gold there. It's 40 minutes, 22 gold. That's before I vendor the false documents, worth about 3 gold, I believe. And then before I vendor a good portion of it, it's probably about 23, 25 gold by the end of it, and that's suboptimal. Anyways, take care.